If you can hear me right now, just so y'all know, yeah, it's daylight savings in America. So I don't know. We've talked about this before, but I know some people internationally, like daylight savings happens at different times. Because I remember, I think back in spring when I was streaming, we had like the opposite. And all the international folks who watch were just like, oh yeah, the time changed. So yeah, I think that might be happening again. I had an idea, but yeah. Talk more about that in a second. Sorry, I was muted. I was muted. I'm sorry. It had to happen at some point. What's up, Xplex? What's up, SKW Slice? What's up, Shimmy Shimmy? What's up, Speedy? Lipton. Ender ended. The GD player, Zero Nami. Hoylan. Lyrixin. Moser. MD Coop. Jellish. Zolo. Borderliner. Nick. Alex. QRTC. X Kerner. Etc. Galuna. What's up, the NATO, Christ, Deframic, Misha, Average Spinosaurus, James, Halab. How we feeling? Feeling good. WB77, what's up? Hope everyone had a lovely weekend. What's up, Mathcore? Could y'all hear the music? I should have it set up now so that if you are on the purple platform, you can hear the music. If you are not on the purple platform, you can't. For copywritten music. Because for a while, I've wanted to play copywritten music, and I have not been able to do that because multi-streaming kind of sucks and is very hyper vigilant about playing copywritten music. But I finally set it up this past weekend so that it should play during the purple platform live, but not in the VOD, etc., etc. It is possible, yes, with the power of OBS. I actually set it up when Austin and I were streaming on Left Stage Arts, but I just never reset it up. But yeah, sorry if there's any weird time differences for folks here. Shout yourself out really quick. If Americans just had daylight savings time, has your country had or not had daylight savings time yet? Can someone give me some clarity on that? I don't know when everybody's times change. But I know, like, last time the times changed, the times are changing. Like, back in the fall, international folks in my chat were like, my time hasn't changed yet. So that might be an issue again. Mine hasn't? Yeah. So if some of you are wondering why I'm so early, I'm not actually early. I'm on time. It's just daylight savings is a thing that's happened in America. But I'm not sure if it's happened everywhere. But yeah, W stream streaks. That's crazy that you're some people are almost at 50. I appreciate everybody who's showing up. Yeah. I remember because back in fall, I thought people were trolling me. They were just like, why are you... I think they were saying I was late. I think that would make sense. If people are saying I'm early now, it would make sense that back in the fall, people were like, you're late, TJ. And I thought people were trolling me, but we just all figured out that everybody does daylight savings. And what's the opposite of daylight savings? I have to go live in 10 minutes. Can you all remind me? That was my alarm. Yeah, an hour later. But yeah. So yeah. As we continue to go through streams, we're going to have times where the times change and we're going to have to adjust. Hopefully. Well, how long does it take for like the whole world to change time? Is it usually like within the month? Like by the end of March, is everybody on the same savings time again? What about moonlight savings? We don't talk about it enough. And I think that's bad. I think we need to talk about it more. That being said, chat, quick YouTube intro. Say hi to YouTube if you want. Stop asking me to try your level, you're banned. I'm in the top 10 most like medium demons in Geometry Dash. We are on Lonely Travel. Our first day, we got a best of 33%. Can we beat the level today? Bah! Roll a clip. Do y'all agree with bah? What's up, Mavie, Cavern? Sorry, I've missed a bunch of people who have come in today. Demetrius, Dark Lord. I'm really sorry if I didn't say hi. I do feel bad about it, but I try my best to. What's up, Aiden? Just know that if I ever miss your first message in the chat on any given stream, I feel horrible. Just know that. And we have a spammer. We're already 2 bans into this stream today. Isn't that fun? Isn't that fun, chat? The spam broke my chat widget. Did you know that? Isn't that fun? There's now chat moving on the screen, but my chat widget's broken because someone spammed. Oh, there it goes. It loaded back up. Thanks, Demetrius. Yeah, y'all, the best way to support me is to watch on the purple platform. In addition, if you missed the exciting copywritten music, I'm going to have more moments like that where I play copywritten music, and you will only be able to hear it on the Purple platform. So if you already felt like a little alienated and like you were missing out on some of the content with predictions and that kind of thing, you're now going to feel it even more with moments like this. And then people in the Purple platform chat are going to be talking about like, haha, this song that's playing right now is crazy, and you won't even know what they mean. Etc. Isn't that fun? Gosh, what a fun time. I wish I was on the Purple platform so that I could hear copywritten music. Also, I've complained about this before, y'all. Like, I think that music, especially like minimum on streams, you should just be able to play copywritten music. I don't understand why that's such a big issue, but like music is just air, man. Maybe got shot for self-promo. Yeah. So I want to do more bits. Honestly, in general, if you couldn't tell from the way that like someone says a word and it reminds me of a song, my brain just likes being able to play music when I want to play the music. Also, I don't know, there might be times where I would rather like listen to an album than lo-fi game chops for the 1 billionth time when we're practicing. Like, that would be kind of cool if it's like, oh, there's this new album I've been wanting to listen to. Let's do that while we practice the level, you know? Instead of just, I don't know. That's my thought. But I like music and it's important to me, so I've added that to the rotation. Music just sound waves, man, I'm saying. That's why it's so, and I know it's not, well, most of them. Obviously, there are some artists, Metallica, but there are some artists that they personally make it everybody's issue. I know most of it is just record labels being weird. They're like, oh, you're playing the sound waves that we own according to this document. We're gonna kill you with hammers. What's up, Pingu? How's it going? Yeah, dude, I just want to be able to play the music. I just want to be able to play the music. Like, I want to just be able to randomly, like, suddenly... Well, this is hard because I have to pause this, but it's just like... Like, imagine just out of nowhere you hear... I hope they take us to the chorus. That's all to say, chat. You should get your sexy on today. This song's so bad that it's good. It's just, I love music, dude. You look insanely happy right now. I love music. It feels like such a nerf to not be able to play music on stream. It's genuinely so fun to me. It's like one of my favorite things. To get my sexy on. Oh, it's on. I always have my sexy on, hell yeah. I think it falls under fair use, but it's so annoying to dispute that kind of thing that it's not worth it. Yeah, it's like, I mean, I think YouTube especially is a stickler with it, because the weird thing about YouTube is that while you are live, the policies are different, but once it's saved as a VOD automatically, it becomes a YouTube video. So I'm sure there's all this complicated litigation with YouTube as a platform specifically, where it's just like, yeah, it was okay while you were, it's all messed up. The unfortunate part is that I know of, there is a way to split the audio that you play on a purple platform. Okay, I've already said YouTube. There is a way to split the audio you have on a Twitch live versus the VOD that is saved, so you can have like copywritten music play in the live and then it's not saved to the VOD. There is not a way to do that with other platforms such as YouTube. With YouTube, it is all or nothing. So that's the issue. You can choose to kind of gamble the whole copyright thing, but I think like small copyright things are fine. But if I'm playing like freaking Justin Timberlake throughout my stream, I feel like we're gonna get, my YouTube channel might be like freaking maced at that point. You know what I'm saying? Put PP on the PP. Pressure on the pin piece. Wait, we're talking about chess? Dirty babe. What's up, Ferd? How's it going? Anyway, I'm super excited because I like music and I like the way it makes me feel. And I like the way that sometimes music can put better into words, or like music can better encapsulate a moment that happens on stream than any words I ever could say. So I like the idea of being able to shut up sometimes and just play a song instead of being like, how could this happen to me? I mean, I'll still sing it sometimes just because I think that's funny, but I'm excited. I think it'll be fun. Do you watch GD streamers? Also, hi. What's up, Mapic Gals? I don't really watch many GD streamers. I do regularly lurk in Connix's streams. Shout out Connix if you're lurking right now. Make sure you go live. It's been 10 minutes. Oh, yeah. Live now. What's up, Laz? How's it going? What's up, Pixel? Let's watch some clips now. Wait, did anybody clip anything? Of course they did. Who am I kidding? Oh. As a reminder, chat, join the Discord if you haven't. Head on over to the Teej Clips channel. You can share your clips from this stream. And then we watch them, and all of us decide whether it's a clip or skip. Someone's already voted. Thank you for voting. Nobody votes. I try so... I almost said Discord. Thank you for dropping the maybe. Maybe, thank you for dropping the Discord. Yeah, join it if you want to. You can also join the Discord and just not even participate in clip or skip. Like, I don't want to force you to do anything. Like, you can also just join the Discord and talk to people. Or you can join the Discord and not talk to people. You could join the Discord and just wait and use it as a form of communication, because whenever I go live, I @ everybody in the announcements channel. And that way you never miss when I go live. For example, like when America does daylight savings before anywhere else in the world does, and then you think that I'm going live an hour early, but actually it's just because America's weird. You know what I'm saying? Join the Discord before we all leave the platform due to them asking for our IDs. Wait, is that real? What's up, Sky? That too, probably. Can we add you as a friend on Discord? No, and I have a rule in my Discord that says not to add me, and when people deliberately ignore that... First of all, great question. But the problem I have is not with people asking that question. The problem I have is with people joining the Discord, reading the welcome and rules channel where I have 3 rules: be nice and not mean, kind of like the stream, no backseating streams unless I ask, and please don't send me friend requests on Discord. I really appreciate your support for the stream. It means a lot. That said, Discord is the main place for any communication involving me in the stream. To keep things organized and respectful boundaries, I don't accept friend requests here. Feel free to drop messages, questions, or ideas in the server instead. I check it off and love seeing your messages. Thanks for understanding. And some people, they join the Discord, they don't read that, and they send me friend requests anyway. And I would say that that is a fast track to me not messing with you. Because if you can't read clearly stated boundaries, or if you did read those boundaries and you deliberately transgress them anyway, I think that's a red flag for you as a person. It's not even a case-by-case basis thing. It's like, I think that's a red flag for you as a person if you can't do that. But yeah, great question. Let's watch clips now. Do you guys have money to give me? What's up? Oh gosh, I really have been begging, huh? Can we ask you to friend us? To be determined. Clever girl. Do you guys have money to give me? I guess every platform is probably going to add some form of identification at some point. Maybe that's kind of okay in some ways, but also bad in others. Do you like that nuanced take I have? Keyboard and a hose. No, I'm poor. No. No audio? Wait. Oh! Thanks, Pingu. I have to add the Discord audio. Wait, thank W Pingu. No one said that. Or maybe someone did say that and I missed it. Sorry, the way I do audio now is different. Can you hear this? Give me one sec. Give me one sec. Hold on. It's not playing yet. I was really shouting out. Do you guys have money to give me? What's up, Nicolo? Wait, thanks, Pingu. I totally did not think about the fact that Discord, I play these clips through here. No one said that? No, we were talking about Discord being bad. Yeah, exactly. People were talking about other stuff. Okay, cool. Anyway, that clip you didn't need to hear because the context was in the title. But now you keyboard and a hose. Let's watch this. Did you play on keyboard or... Wait. I went on Roblox and got the face scan thing when I was 12 and it thought I was 15 or 16. They do a face scan on Roblox? That seems ethically questionable. Am I crazy? To protect the kids? Guys, I'm starting to think that these companies might not have our best interests at heart. Your mouse? I'm a keyboard who lives in a house. I am a keyboard that lives in a house. What the hell is a face scan on Roblox? That's what I'm saying, Pingu. That's insane to me. That's like, I remember when Snapchat first came out, like, back in my day, and everyone's fear was, oh, they're collecting all these pictures of people and just like using them for like identification and like data that they can sell and that kind of thing. And we're so far beyond that. Like, that's just a given, right? But yeah, be careful with any app that wants a perfect replica of your face scanned so they can use it. End statement. We don't know what they're going to do with it, but they have it now. Isn't that kind of fun? Isn't it kind of fun that we don't know what they're doing with it? It's so fun, Les. Thanks for subscribing. This is depressing me. Poop your pants if you shaven't. This is evil Teej. Since 2 people voted skip and I'm a sheep, I'll vote skip. Thanks for voting all. It really helps me. Like, I don't hate this right now. I'm someone who loves vibing. What? Sorry, I got really scared and my cortisol spiked because I realized I was on a new best. I should have stopped earlier, I think. I think you could have, but I also think this was fine. Since I still, like, there was a pause for dramatic effect, and then I was like, And then I continued to say something. But I do think you probably could have cut it off earlier, but it was... I think subjectively speaking, you could argue that the last thing I said in like the last 7 seconds or last 4 seconds of this was worthwhile or not. I think you could argue either side. I think it's a clip. Do y'all like vibe in chat? I'm pretty certain you're human, but all right. I'm an AI model. I mean, yeah, I'm a human. UFO? Yeah, UFO. Fuck! W cut off. I like vibing. We like vibing. I've been known to vibe on occasion. Thank God. LOL. I'm saying. That was a great clip. W Halab. Halab the clip farmer. What's up, Mr. Mime? Rawr. Oh, no. I think I know what this one is. Y'all, strap in. Is it all right if I'm just a little bad sometimes? Rawr. Oh, my God. Why did I do that? No, you made it even more incriminating because you cut out the context before it. You cut out what I said before that. Oh, no. Oh, you just got the gas, bro. You went straight for the gas. Is it all right if I'm just a little bad sometimes? Rawr. Oh, my God. Why did I do that? That's like, what's his name? The sexy cat from Cats. God, what song is that? If people don't know musicals, they're so sussed out by me saying that. Which one was it? The Rum Tum Tugger. Yes, Quinn's here. Yes. Did y'all know that the Rum Tum Tugger is a curious cat? What's up, Gist? The VODs are going to be so funny when they don't have this copyrighted music in them. They're going to be so funny. And I imagine some people will clip the VODs of me doing weird stuff with no music. And that's something I have to live with. I've seen multiple bootlegs of cats. Why were they dressed as pirates? Is it all right? Anyway, yeah, this is a clip. This is a clip and a half. What the fuck are you doing? You do that? You do it right now. Whoa. Whoo. That wasn't cortisol. That was just the demon that possesses me sometimes. Whoo. Wait, W, I used to make this bit all the time back during, I can't remember, maybe some Celesters remember? I think I made the bit sometimes during Celeste. I remember doing it during Super Mario 64. Can you all take part in the poll if you don't mind? One of my mods just ran a poll. Meow. Option 1, meow. Option 2, meow. Could you please, we're trying to figure this out. Could you please participate? The 12 people are participating. We need... Could you... Can we focus up for a second, please? Can you participate in the poll? Oh, the poll's completed. And I'm making it worse because I'm repeating everything you're saying in the microphone. Phone. Why not Morale option? I already said it. Poll ended. Oh. You know what else ended? The Clipper skip segment. Are you sad that it's over, or are you happy because it happened? Thoughts? Time to go live on TikTok. What's your favorite emoji? I like, the guy. All right, chat, let's freaking run a prediction. Yeah, Hard to believe, right? We're 30 minutes into the stream. It's like, geez, TJ, isn't there a game you're supposed to be playing? Yeah, I play games sometimes, if I'm up to it. Let's run the prediction. Chat, what percentage should we go for today? Our first day on Lonely Travel, we got 33%. Would it be crazy if we beat the whole level today? That's probably too crazy, huh? What if we doubled it? What if we made it 66%? I feel like doubling it and giving it to the next person would be content. 66%? Let's send it. Let's double it and give it to the next person, chat. All right, let's run the prediction. I clicked the wrong thing. Do we get a new best of 66% today? Send it. Surely you make it 67% for the funny? Who can be sure? Bye, Tej. No, I'm back. Hi, Tej. Yeah, I'm back. What about 69? Sorry, I got distracted. I was laughing too hard. What's up, a good flopper? Who doesn't love a good flopper from time to time? Wait, 64% are saying yes and 36% are saying no. I think y'all are starting to get it. Best streamer, in my opinion, is TeejVeen. Mr. Mime, I think you're just saying stuff to try and get my attention. I think that you've ran out of options and you finally were just like, he seems to respond well when random chatters glaze him and give him positive affirmations. Maybe he'll read this one. And to your credit, I did read that one. Tej, what's 11 plus 56? It is a math equation. Actually, it's not an equation. It's a math expression. Did y'all know that? Did y'all know that? It's an equation if it has an equal sign. It's an expression if it doesn't. Oh my God, y'all are learning. What's up, Sans? I did know that? Okay, maybe y'all aren't learning then. I'm sorry. I can't always be educational. Sometimes I have to be, what's the opposite of educational? I have a really good joke, but it's political. All right. Let's hop in and see if we remember what's going on. Wait, oh my gosh, this is a perfect spread. 52% say no, 48% say yes. That's kind of hype. Look, isn't this nice, chat? Look, I paused the music in the game so you can still hear the sound effects. Isn't that kind of nice? That way, if we're listening to Game Chops or if we're listening to Spotify, you can still hear me die over and over again. Isn't that fun? Hi, Tej. I don't know what to record. I made a new account. Why did you make a new account? You want to answer that question? I forgot to log it. Okay, good. I thought you were going to say that it was because you got banned, and I was going to let you know that that's ban evasion. Okay. Sorry to put you on blast. I'm assuming the worst. I was also assuming the worst. to keep it a buck with everybody here, we have had multiple people who, they have just shamelessly been like, hey, TJ, I had to make a new account because I was banned. And I was like, why did you self-report that? What, are you insane? If you're banned and you make a new account, that's ban evading. But you didn't do that, so W. Like, it really amazes me just like how completely non-self-aware people can be, where they're just like, dude, I think I got randomly banned. And then you look at their chat history and it's like, you were saying hate speech, brother. Or, you know, to be fair, it's not always hate speech. Sometimes it's just, you're annoying. But like, it's crazy. It's crazy. I think, like, and don't get me wrong, there have been a few cases where someone's gotten randomly banned just because like a mod or I have misclicked. I think it's safe to assume that you are not the 1 out of 10,000 cases where you get banned by accident. I think if you get banned, you should assume that you're hard to be around. Have you ever had to ban a sub? That sounds like something, you are a sub, so I wonder if you're limit testing right now. I don't think so. Most of them are usually just like casual viewers who are just desperate to have like the funny guy on the screen recognize that they're alive. What's up, Gubby? How's it going? We've beaten Skeletal Shenanigans. I have great news for you. And now Mr. Mime's banned because honestly, he's been annoying for a few streams, but he's just been particularly, like, we all understand, right? If you're in the chat right now, you understand why that guy was banned, right? Clearly just saying random stuff, like trying every single different thing. And like, I'm starting to think that there has to have been some YouTube video that someone made titled "How to Get Streamers to Interact with Your Chat Message" that has like 10 million views. And it just has like the 10 lists, the top 10 that every chatter seems to do. Because it's like clockwork. It's crazy. Doesn't bother me though, man. I'm just streaming at the end of the day. Haha. I'm just playing. How do I live this part? I keep dying, but I'm confused how. Sorry, I've never learned this part, chat. Then this game consumed his life. I mean, the impressions consume my life. You know what? Let me keep it so a buck with all y'all. I know all of y'all get it, but I honestly wasn't looking at this in a long time. Let me show y'all my Red App Studio. Let me show you the past 90 days in terms of my analytics. Actually, I'm not going to do that. The graph's actually too big. If you saw the graph, my channel was like this, and then I started playing Geometry Dash, and it's like that. And that's math. And then you have the stream, the random stream where I played Omori or I played Soma, and that's like... genuinely almost killed my channel. But that's fun. I don't want to talk about that. I don't want to talk about that anymore. I decided to start talking about that because it's something I feel insecure about. But I don't need to explain that. I've already explained this a million times. And I appreciate that about myself because literally the whole time I've been streaming, I've been clear about why I make the decisions I make. But I don't need to explain it anymore. I need to stop explaining myself. I just want to hang out and have fun. I don't want to talk about business things. You're now damned to be a GD streamer or blessed. Or blessed. Everything is context, folks. There's allowed to be nuance within everything. Because, dude, some people stream GD and they don't get, you know. I'm not saying that to flex. But I'm saying that if it's the same thing I always say in stream, you shouldn't look a gift horse in the mouth. I think as a content creator, I would be insane to look the GD gift horse in the mouth. I have looked gift horse mouths in the face before. You can't do that. You can't. You don't always have control over how your life unfolds, but you do have control over seeing something as a thorn in your side versus an opportunity. You know what I'm saying? Like if someone hits you with their car, that was Game Shop's comedic timing. What does that mean in this context, though? I like looking at horses. I think they're pretty. They have nice manes. Okay, sorry, I was on my phone. Did you say gift horse in the mouth, or did I mishear you? I said, ha 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 ha. So I think you misheard me. I think you did the thing where sometimes people can make meaning out of nothing. A sip of the mule. Do you guys think they're ever going to make a sequel to this game? What would it be about? I think it would be about something funny. What level is this? You tell me. The mouth of a horse holds something I can't quite see, so I gotta go closer. Oh. You came from the Red app? Nice. What's up, Ruby? Triangles jumping over cubes? Wait, that actually, no, that's actually the right answer. I didn't know what the answer was. That actually makes sense. Because the spikes are triangles in Geometry Dash, and I'm jumping over them as a cube. But also, if you're creative enough, it's kind of like you're hopping over a pizza slice. Or wait, I meant hungry. Sometimes I mix up creativity and hunger because in a way, if you're a creative person and you make some... Dude, I cannot figure out how to fucking beat this part. Whew. Cortisol. What is this? Sorry. Sometimes I like to raise my voice to clear my throat a bit because something gets stuck in it. What do I do? Okay, you know what? What do I do there? That thing keeps killing me. Wait, someone got banned. I didn't even read what they said. Yay. Thank you, mods. Thank you, mods. Dude, I love when mods are here. God, it's so nice. It's so nice. Bro, can you can you leave me alone? It's me posting. Are you the same person on my freaking last YouTube video who was just like, hey, someone's stealing all your videos and posting them on Spotify? Bro, if someone is posting something with the same name to a different platform, it's like thinking that my freaking, like what? It's like, you think people are taking my stuff and putting them on Instagram? You think they're taking my stuff and putting it on TikTok? No, dude, those are my accounts. It's the same thing with Spotify. Do you think someone is taking the videos I'm posting, like the 2 I posted on Saturday and Sunday, and posting them at the exact same time? You think that someone's stealing my content? Why are you jumping to the conclusion that it's someone pirating them? Why do you not, why is your first assumption, that wasn't me? Okay, then multiple people are stupid. All right, my bad. Why is that people's first assumption? That doesn't make sense to me. I need to calm down. Like, I guess I appreciate that you're trying to look out for me. You're just like, hey, someone's taking your content. But like with anything else, it's like, what? Why would you assume that? Oh, it's really common? Oh, my bad. I didn't realize how common it was. Yeah, it's me. I post, and for the love of God, can someone circulate that? Because if it's not you who was the same person who commented on my video, I don't like, that's fucking annoying. I didn't even know you could post videos to Spotify. Yeah, you can. Why did 7 people backseat at the exact same time? Oh, because my chat's become a lawless wasteland, Sky. Stick here long enough, bro. People don't care. It's not the mind virus of a GD player. It's the mind virus of a Twitch chatter. I'm sorry. Like, that's one thing I'll say. A lot of people want to paint this as like GD players. It's not. I've been, maybe, are people watching streams? When I'm not streaming, I am watching other people's streams. It is every single person's chat. Every single person's chat this in the year of our Lord 2026, they have backseaters, they have rage baiters. It is across the board. It doesn't matter what game, it doesn't matter what category. At all. At all. The mind virus of people? Exactly. Thank you, Scott. Appreciate your work. Yeah, I've seen the same thing happen with other games. Yeah, it's just, Austin and I were talking about this the other day. Because we went to the basketball court and we were playing, and these freaking, sorry, I don't want to make it a generational thing, but they were like these high school guys. And we were playing on the court and there were like 10 of them, and they walked up to us and they were just like, hey, we want to play full court. And we were just like, okay, but it's a nice day and we're all out sharing the court now. And they're just like, yeah, would you mind like if we used the whole court? And we're just like, yeah, no, we're gonna keep using the half of the court we're using. You guys use the half of the court you're using. Because in life is about getting along with others and realizing that the thing that you want that's at the top of your list isn't always the thing you fucking get, especially in a community space. Sometimes you have to share. Sometimes you have to fucking deal with people. Sometimes you have to not be a stupid numbnuts who doesn't understand social situations. Yeah, actually, it would bother us if we had to leave the court that we're using right now. People are so self-obsessed these days. Like, what? They have the audacity, bro. They have the audacity. I would simply never have the audacity. That's insane. Sorry. But all that's to say, I think it's all just a symptom of people don't understand how to act. People don't understand how to act and they're confused. They're confused. And it shouldn't be my job. I need to stop trying to make it my job to try and unconfuse people because it's impossible. Those who are confused will willfully be confused for predictably the rest of their lives. It is one of those things where like conscientious people who curiosity is kind of in their heart of hearts, what they try and decipher meaning from things. They try to understand. Some people are built that way. They're wired that way. They want to, they are able to identify when they are not able to understand things, and they are able to discern that. Some people can't. Some people straight up don't understand stuff, and instead of being able to discern the fact that they don't understand the thing, they're like, oh, I actually know everything about this thing. And that's been the friction of my life. I've not been able to understand people who don't try to understand. Some people are not just ignorant, they're like willfully ignorant. They're ignorant in a way where they think they're intelligent. And that's a scary combination. But now we're talking about the human condition. Sorry. What will you do if you're being the top 10 most liked extremes, top 10 most liked autos? I don't know. Probably play Fortnite or something. Here's the thing too, y'all, because I know like y'all are still talking about rules and stuff in chat. I've learned this from just like reading about it more, but also experiencing other people's streams. If someone's annoying, that's a bannable offense. Some people are super entitled and just like, I have a right to be here. But it's like, dude, some people you would think that getting banned from a streamer's chat is synonymous with them being like taken away by the police and thrown into prison. Like, that's not what it is. It's just like, if you're, the whole thing that a stream and its chat is about is like the vibe and being able to hang out and talk. And the second you are an obstacle to the vibe and being able to talk, you are a nuisance and therefore should be removed from the equation. No, you should be removed from the equation. It doesn't matter whether you've transgressed something ethically speaking or whatever. It's like you're insufferable. You're insufferable. You're insufferable, and you should know that. You can still watch the stream if you get banned anyway. Exactly, James. But that's the thing. People who get banned, they can't handle the fact that they can't be a nuisance. They value so much being a nuisance that that's what they get out of the stream. They don't get value out of the stream by watching and enjoying the vibe, which exactly is like, you know, that's the red flag, right? The exact kind of people who are vibe assassins and ruin the vibe of the stream, they also can't handle the chat when they're not a part of it. Which is like, yeah, exactly. It's like if you're in a conversation and one person is domineering the whole conversation, it's like that person is usually the asshole. And then you kick that asshole out of the conversation and suddenly the conversation is good and it's like, whoa, wow. Why would we ever want that asshole to join this conversation again? I don't know how to beat this and I've been too busy ranting. This doesn't make sense. It genuinely doesn't make sense. Let me lock in, hold on. It's going like exactly where I need to go. I'm genuinely so lost. I guess TikTok chat isn't visible to him. No, that's engagement bait, but you did get me to read it. What's up? It is visible to me. It's just someone in the TikTok chat was spamming swastikas and stuff, so I had to block them. I'm sorry I wasn't looking at TikTok chat as much because someone was literally spamming swastikas. That's my bad. That's my bad. Imagine the things are spikes. Okay. I don't know, man. People on the internet are weird. Oh, no, you're good. You're good, Josh. You seem like a good guy. Sorry, some people do that and they are engagement baiting. I think you were just trying to be nice. And this is why, in some ways, chat, being a streamer is kind of like running a daycare. Where some of the children in the daycare are very autonomous and well-behaved. But some of the children at the daycare set the paints on fire. And then you have to remove that child from the daycare. And then sometimes you have to deal with the parents because their parents are like, why are you banning my child from this daycare? They set the, sorry, Mrs. Smith, they set the paints on fire and they threw it at poor little Billy. That doesn't matter. They have a right to set the paints on fire. They are trying to explore their creativity at a young, formative age. Well, respectfully, I disagree. I have to avoid the glowing orbs. Thank you. Billy is entitled to daycare napalm technology. Here I am making y'all coffee even though mom said no coffee for you because I'm cool. And then you hit the teacher with huge hammers and throw grenades. That's what I'm saying. I am so easygoing and fun. I'm such a chill vibe and cool to hang out with. And then it's like people who just don't understand the vibe check come in and they fuck it up. They fuck it up for everybody. There are good chatters here that enjoy bantering with me. And some of you just come in and you're just like, hey, I'm gonna be a pill. And it's like, dude, could you walk up to someone who owns, sorry, I was gonna say something very violent. I want you to mess with the wrong person in life. I want these people to stop going into nice streamers chats. I want you to pick a fight with the wrong person in life and reap the consequences. Can you do that for me? If you're really annoying online and consistently every single community you find yourself in, people are like, hey, can you go away? Could you just go mess with the wrong person in real life for me? Could you go just like pick a fight with the wrong guy? Could you? Could you? Oh, no, you're a coward. Sorry, my bad. Could you do that though? I would just love it so much if you would do that for me, please. Please, please pick a fight with somebody in life. Please. They're not gonna do that though, that's why they're online. And yeah, there's the problem. That's the problem. That is the problem. I was thinking about this even like, I mean, I think about this all the time, but it is just like, it's so unfair to me that I'm on camera and I'm shooting from the hip. I like say stuff as fast as it comes to my mind. Like this is this is a career path where very much like your success, a lot of it is determined by your wit and how sharp it is and how fast it is. And some people show up in chat and they could just like spend like a whole day curating the perfect message to piss me off and then send it, and they like to behave like the way that the two of us are operating is the same. And I'm just like, no. People have come in here, they've ridiculed me for my hair, they've ridiculed me for my face, my eyes, what I'm wearing. They've ridiculed me for everything they can see right now. The thing about a chatter is all we have is the words you say. And the words you say, ironically enough, are quite a powerful thing for you to hide behind. Some people can't even handle that though. Some people, they have their words picked apart and their ego completely collapses. Imagine if they tried being on camera and having someone say, hey, you need to get a haircut to them. They would probably throw themselves off a bridge. And that's why they don't do that. And that is why they don't do that. If they were to be perceived 1 second the way the streamers they ridicule are perceived every single moment, they would combust into flames and then fall off a bridge in slow motion a la Chris Nolan's Inception. I wish I was a deer. I wish I was a little bit taller. I wish I was a baller. I wish I was a computer. I have great news for all of you. In a way, if you think about it, we're all computers. Thoughts? Bro, this UFO part looks so hard. What? Yeah, I do need to pay attention. Sorry, I like talking about this stuff because I think a lot of streamers get rage baited and they get pissed off about it, but they don't try to articulate the experience to try and educate the good ones. And that's what I think most people here are good. It's just like a vocal minority who are very annoying. But where I don't feel responsible for saving the annoying people, I do feel responsible for adequately articulating the experience of what I and other streamers are going through so that the good people who can hear this and be receptive to it can understand what is and isn't annoying and how they can better conduct themselves moving forward in their life. Does that make sense? Does that make freaking sense? Man, maybe I can't get 66% today. Just kidding. That's freaking negativity. Hard demon win. We unfortunately have 8 more medium demons, but hard demon then. What did everyone do this weekend? Mostly bed rotted, but I also went to the basketball court with Austin and I got some shots up. My Achilles I'm rehabbing it, but it's gotten a lot better. I was able to do some jumpers, which I was not able to do even a few weeks ago. So slowly but surely, I think I'll be able to start doing pickup basketball again, which I miss quite a bit. I miss my weekly pickup basketball with my friends, and yeah, it's sad. It's sad. I haven't been able to do it in 2 months, and oh boy, have I felt it. Because I love basketball. When I play basketball, my life feels better. When I don't get to play basketball, I crash out at rage baity kids more. Do you know what I'm saying? Oh, I think I finally... Wait, this actually isn't that bad. I think I was overthinking it in classic Tej fashion. Okay. We can go back and learn the next part now. Oh, we're actually right there. I think this is... I think we need slightly late orb presses here or something. I can't remember. This is actually the last part we have to learn, chat, because we've learned 1 through 50, I think, like last stream. So once we learn this part and connect to the part we just learned, we probably should be good to start sending attempts. It's actually not too much. Not too much new today to get to 66. What do you think is the worst GD game mode? I am hesitant to describe anything as the worst because I think that a lot of our current reality really values sensationalism. It values sensationalism just because very polarized opinions typically is what gets people, 1, the best positive way, excited, 2, pissed off. So I'm always hesitant to say something is the best of something or the worst of something because of that. My least favorite game mode, personally speaking, is Swing, but that's not because I think it's a bad game mode. That's because I don't have enough experience playing it to feel confident when playing it. I hope that makes sense. What's the most mediocre game mode? Yeah, see, so I feel like our phrasing and our wording here is very negative. Wait, Khalil said how though? How are we computers? Oh, we compute stuff. Our brains compute stuff. People, this isn't a novel idea. Like, people have often made the comparison between computers and the human brain. They work very similarly. Both are plugged in. In my opinion, the swing is overhated in the community. I am of the opinion that things just amass hate where they shouldn't. I'm of the opinion that people, I think that it's in human nature to be dissatisfied and poorly emotionally regulated, and to project that onto aspects and things in your immediate life rather than introspect and figure out the actual heart of the issue, which I would argue is alienation from your sense of self. I think that a lot of people that get pissed off about games and they have stuff that they like genuinely hate about them, I think they just need therapy. But I'll be crucified tomorrow for saying that. I don't think anything is like bad or like in the context of something that you enjoy. I don't know. What do you mean we're plugged in though? Oh, I was joking. Sometimes I say stuff I mean, and then like I'll tack on at the end like something that is nonsense or like irreverent, just for the fun of it. Being plugged in is that was irreverence. Do you think the brain cells were consciously perceiving that they were in doom? What do you mean by that? What's up, Chew? How's it going? Appreciate the good vibes in TikTok chat. That's a good point, SKW Slice. Sleeping in a bed or eating is the same as putting a laptop or phone on charge. And that's what we don't talk about. And that's the problem. A lot of people, they like, I don't know, this still happens. Like, people really glorify poor sleep hygiene. They really glorify it. And I'm always like, whenever sleep comes up on stream, I try to be as a proponent as possible. Like, I'm someone who needs 9 to 10 hours of sleep. I think that it is toxic to romanticize this ideal that our culture can sometimes and still does of like, oh man, I've really been grinding lately. I've only gotten 3 or 4 hours of sleep for the past 8 years of my life. And it's like, oh, okay. Well, you haven't yet, but you're going to die of a heart attack pretty soon. I have played the counting part cluster. I have played the counting part. The timer, it's a little gimmicky, non-derogatory, but it is, when I say gimmick, I mean something that only really exists within the level itself. I think some of y'all can agree with that. And because of that, it is a bit of a strange feel mix-up for me. I'm a feel-based player. Foot cam? No, I don't currently have a foot cam. That's a TikTok chatter in case anyone was curious. Asking about the foot cam. I think some of you are able to intuit that, but I just wanted to make sure you all knew that. Mid's supposed to mean just exactly what it looks like, but people just use it to hate. Yeah. I don't know, man. I just don't like hating. I don't like hating stuff. I love hating haters, and I think haters deserve it. I wish that haters would disintegrate. But everything else I'm pretty much okay with. I need to figure out what to do there. Maybe I don't jump. Maybe that's it. No, I definitely have to jump. What the heck? Hating haters like a hater hating hate? Yeah, and I mean, it goes to reason because I love potatoes and I'm a tater that tates, you know? It was only a matter of time before it naturally... What do I do there? When I was 5, I used to be scared of sleeping since I got sleep paralysis, but I realized how to fix it and then I was fine with sleeping. Wow, you realized how to fix it? Dude, I got sleep paralysis at a young age, I think around when I was 5, and I thought I was dying. And in a way, I guess I was. Jump earlier onto the cloud? Let me see. Wait, can I land on the gray cloud? I thought these were dead. I feel like average gets interpreted as not good enough. I think you're right, Dapper, for it. I think that's the issue. Like, I've talked about this before with some of my ratings. Like, just because something's mid doesn't mean it's bad. It's just not especially remarkable. But a lot of, I think that has to do with, we put a lot of pressure and importance on individualism, at least in Western culture. Like, something needs to be so singular that it is remarkable. But that's not necessarily the case. Like, things are allowed to be mid, and that's okay. But some people take it as a spiritual failure if the thing they are, the thing they make is mid. And that's not bad. I would argue that something existing and being mid is more important than something existing or something not existing. Yeah, the human desire to be the best at everything just overpowers. Yeah, I mean, because humans are innately competitive, right? But that's the hard thing about art and creativity is like, art and creativity doesn't want to be good. It doesn't want to be remarkable. It just wants to be. It just wants to be. And your responsibility as a creator is not to make something exceptional. It's to make something. It's to make something. So if you make something, you won. You did it. You're a creator. You made something. If you are a drawer and you draw a picture, you're successful. Oh, hey, I did it. Oh, this freaking big cloud that looks like part of the foreground is actually landable onable. Funny game. That doesn't make sense. That doesn't make sense that I can be on that. That doesn't make sense. That doesn't make intuitive sense to the player playing your level. It doesn't make sense. Y'all understand that doesn't make sense, right? It's like foreground, but I'm able to it's like I'm riding in the middle of the cloud. It's fun. It makes so much intuitive sense. Agree to disagree. I missed it. Maybe it makes intuitive sense to you. It doesn't make intuitive sense to me. Oh, well, you know, actually on this part, crap, I accidentally canceled my timer. Somebody get the milk from the fridge and pour it over me. I gotta fix my timer. I'm sorry. I apologize. Oh, no. Oh, we need to take a quick 3-minute ad break. I'm sorry. This is actually perfect because we need to take a... wait. Did I fix the timer or am I stupid? And contagious. Here we are now. Entertain us. Yeah, quick 3-minute ad break, chat. Quick 3-minute ad break. My bad. So, chat, what do you think? Gotta talk to my subs now. How are my subs doing? When it comes to art and creativity, I don't need others to tell me I'm good because I'm already exceptional. Well, and that's on self-love. That's what, if I was ever an art teacher of some sort, that is the main thing that I would teach my students. I would be like, hey, if you have a passion for something and a drive to create, so long as you pursue that passion and you follow your drive to create when it calls to you, when you have an idea and you're excited about the idea and you see that idea through fruition and you make the abstract tangible through your art, that you did it. That is the toil of an artist. You have done it. There is nothing else for you to aspire to. There is nothing else for you to become. You are that which you have always seeked. Just lurking as always. Hey, appreciate the lurk. As long as you're around, you might be a circle. Tej, your quotes are so inspiring. Well, thank you. I'm glad that they help. Hey, bro, you need more followers and viewers? Fan from Germany. Thanks, Ava. Best of luck with your stuff, your life. Be there or be square? No thanks, I'm a circle already. That's what I was trying to say in so many words. Is that the opposite of being a square, being a circle? Like when people are like, man, you're such a square. Do they want you to be more round? Do they want you to cut off your edges? You're a little too edgy? A little too Itachi from Naruto, need to be a little more Sakura type shit? opposite of being a square is probably being a croissant. Oh, wait, you said crescent and I said croissant because I'm hungry. My bad. Do y'all like croissants, chat? Buttery flaky crust. Do you prefer Death Moon or Lonely Travel? Apples to oranges to me, man. Apples to oranges. Even though they're both by Funny Game, apples to oranges. I think Lonely Travel is more of a vibe. Death Moon is more of like a... It's like one is a concert, the other is a storybook. That'll make sense to some of you. Do you prefer apples or oranges? I don't know. It depends. Oh, we're back from the ads. My bad. Oh, mother. Sometimes I wonder what childbirth feels like. But I'm never gonna know. But I am curious. Like, what are the sensations that happen? I don't know. It can't be that bad, right? I mean, I think it is. I think it's one of the worst pains that someone can feel. But I don't know. I'm curious. I'm just someone who's like, I value a lot of my life based on the experiences I'm able to experience. And it is like in the back of my head, I'm just like, man, that's one that I'm never going to get around to. That's interesting. And that's like, I know that there are the tools that like let men experience like labor pains and that kind of thing. But I feel like even that, like, that has to be like a ghost of the actual thing, right? I don't know, bro. I wonder about it. Maybe I should get my head out of the clouds. Get it? I'm playing a cloud level right now. Do you freaking get it, bro? I really want to know what being inside a tornado is like. Dorothy and the Wizard of Oz. Well, no, that happened against her will. Never mind. That joke actually doesn't make sense. Oh, this isn't bad at all. Oh, but that part is a nightmare. With a sample size of 7, this chat prefers oranges to apples by 86%. Well, chat, here's the problem. There are different kinds of oranges and different kinds of apples. That's why, like, I got that question. It kind of short-circuited my brain. Like, if you were given a Granny Smith and a freaking mandarin, or I guess a mandarin isn't necessarily an orange. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like there's nuance to this question that we're completely ignoring. Completely ignoring. Also, Shotty got the apple bottom jeans and the boots with the fur. The whole club was looking at her. And we don't talk about that. We don't talk about that like we used to. And it frustrates me. It's really frustrating. Like, what are we supposed to do? Dude, I love the Me channel music, bro. This is how I, like, it. Guys, whenever I'm not streaming, this is what my brain sounds like. I'm just a little sim walking around my house doing stuff. You can play music, Tej. You can play music. No, I know. I want to keep it special, though. I kind of like practicing and learning to game chops because when we're just kind of listening to game chops, I can yap with chat. If I was playing like a copywritten song, it would be more about the copywritten song than the vibes we're having right now. Isn't this the Wii Shop, not Me channel? I don't know. Best apple is Cosmic Crisp. I don't think I've had that one. I have had Honey Crisp, though. Tej, were you good at school? No. I mean, I'm sure a lot of people can relate to this because you're all nerds who play video games and probably have some kind of neurodivergence. This isn't me being judgmental. This is me just understanding how the internet works because I've been on it so long. Classic kind of, like not overachiever. I was kind of ahead of the curve. I was in some accelerated programming at a young age. I was always good at taking tests and doing classwork, but I failed with homework because I would just forget about having the homework. Like if it was a test, I would do well on the test. If it was something I had to do outside of school, my brain just couldn't handle doing it because my brain was just like, why do I have to do stuff outside of school? 1, 2, I would put like a piece of paper in my backpack, and the second something was out of sight, it was out of my mind. And so I had so many teachers and so many guardians and that kind of thing that would constantly just be pissed at me for like forgetting to do my homework and forgetting to do my projects. But it was just like, bro, I don't remember. I have executive dysfunction, bro. When I'm at school, I remember to do school. When I'm not at school, I'm doing not school. How do I remember to do school when I'm not at school? You know what I'm saying? And then, of course, like by the time you get to high school and college, then you actually like, if you haven't developed study skills, you are kind of cooked. Like you can't still be a good, in my opinion, you can't still just be a natural test taker by the time you're in late high school and college. You kind of need to know how to be like, oh, I don't intrinsically know this. I need to read up on it. Goddamn, Scry, you quick with it? She's the fastest shot in the West. Dude, I have a lot of mods here today. It's so nice. We got like 3 of them here, chat. Y'all don't stand a chance. Y'all don't stand a fucking chance. Sorry, I swore. Have you thought making free TTS stream? No. Yeah, I mean, yes. Yeah, exactly what Maybe said. Yes, no. In fact, very recently there was a clip from one of my recent streams called The Streamer Ragebait Epidemic Has to Stop. And in that video, I reacted to a clip from one of Ludwig's streams where he had free TTS for one day where he was doing Minecraft runs. And as if I didn't already know the answer to that question, I know it now, and it's free TTS just attracts all the wrong people. All the wrong people. All the wrong people. But you can give me bits for TTS. What's up, Toost? How's it going? I like duh. That's TikTok. I'm happy for. I hope. I'm glad. If that's something that has taken you time to come to terms with, I'm glad that you feel empowered enough to share that in my chat. But I am confused. Why? But if you haven't been able to admit that, and now this is your first time admitting it, I support you. I hope you're doing well. I'm glad that you liked it. I think it can be hard sometimes. Props on being true to themselves. Yeah. If that's fully in earnest, and you're not just kind of memeing, I hope you're doing well. I know that can be hard for some people. Play 9 Circles? I think 9 Circles is slated once we get to the hard demons. Right now we're playing the top 10 most like medium demons, but 9 Circles is on the list. Don't you worry your silly little head. How's the lonely traveling? Funnily enough, I'm not too lonely with chat by my side. Can you please change your icons? No. I'm sorry. Teej, have you ever checked your band chat list? What is that? How do I look at that? My favorite TikTok streamer? Thanks, man. And if we can just grieve that really quickly, y'all, Gist has been here for weeks and they've seemed like a pretty regular chatter, and then just one day the brainworms get to them. Like, that's the thing, chat. Like, here today, gone tomorrow. One of you weeks from now could just like suddenly decide that you want to rage bait me or say some stupid shit, and then you're just gone forever. And I have to ask, was it worth it? Was it worth it? I'm something of a natural test taker myself, certified electrician, but never went into that because I realized halfway through my studies that I'm not much of a safety guy. Yeah, that's fair. I'm a huge proponent for like, just try stuff out. And if along the way you find out it's not for you, that's a better answer than never trying at something, right? Like a lot of people, they take like, well, I think I might be into this, but I'm not sure, therefore I won't even try. And it's like, no, like if you have a passing curiosity and you're not positive about something, you should try it out. Because then the answer you get from trying it out, that'll tell you for certain, and then you can move on with your life. You gotta fight the brainworms. That's all I ask. That's all. I know the brainworms can be strong sometimes, especially like, you know, you're in chat every single stream. Some of you have like 40, 50 stream streaks, and you just want to feel something. You feel like I haven't responded to your last few chat messages, so you're just like, you know, I'm gonna swing for the fences. TJ, what's your FPS? And it's like, oh God, well, you've been here for 50 streams. I know you know that. What's up, Seth? Oh, the people I banned on the purple platform. Oh, you mean my unban requests? I look at those sometimes. I think I'm still just like such a small streamer that if I were to make content out of that and show it on stream, like I want to do that at some point. I know big streamers do that. I think I'm too small of a creator for that to not like completely overrun my community and its culture. Like we already have issues with that anyway. Like when I give the rage baiters too much attention, my chat just turns into all rage bait. So I do want to look at my unban requests and turn that into content on stream at some point in the future. I just don't think at our current size, we're ready for that. Because otherwise, like, and especially to that credit, I will say, because I know we were talking about earlier how I don't think that backseating and kind of rage baiting is just for the GD community. But what I will say is I do think that a lot of the people who are engagement baiting skew younger. And so that is one thing where it's like, if we do unban requests, I know since I stream Geometry Dash and that audience skews younger, there are going to be younger audience members who see the unban requests as the content I'm highlighting. And they're just like, I need to get banned so that I can show up in TJ's unban requests. I don't even think out of an act of malice. It's just like, that's how impressionable some people are, right? They're like, oh, if this is the content we're making, I want to be a part of the content we're making, you know? So I think that's why I think it would be ill-advised for where I'm at right now in terms of growth, but I would love to do it when we're bigger, and that wouldn't completely just shift the whole vibe of our chat and culture. When we're big enough of an active chat where like, and like, you know, some streams were there where everybody's just like, wow, that guy's behaving really weirdly. But some stream days we still have it where like, we don't have a bunch of frequent chatters who know what the stream's vibe are, and it's just all rage baiters. And it's just like, I don't really want to deal with that. I want to deal with that. I love our chat and our community and our culture. And I think like each day and each week it becomes more better defined, but I just don't think we're ready for that scale yet. But I think we will be one day. But I think it would be inviting a lot of trouble. My sister was so sad when she got banned. Well, and now here's the awkward position that you've now put me into is I don't know if you are an insane parasocial chatter who's on a new account making a lie about how my sister got banned, or if you genuinely are the sibling of someone's sister who was banned in my chat. Do you understand the, sorry, y'all, this is a TikTok chatter again. By the way, a lot of people who get banned from my chat, their platform of choice to circumnavigate ban evasion is to go on TikTok. So that's why I'm veered towards like the, okay, so now I just think you're a ban evader lying about who you are, which is fun. I have to deal with people like that every day, and it's fun. How are you enjoying lonely travel so far?
It's chill, man. It's a long level. I do still prefer shorter levels just because I'm impatient. But I do think once we learn this level, we can probably knock it out in pretty short order. But I do need to finish learning this 10% of a level that I still haven't learned yet because I've been yapping so much. This is the last thing I want to say about it, chat. I would just say, if you get banned, accept it with grace, for the love of God. Just accept it with grace. Just accept it with grace. And move on. Although I know it's hard for you. But isn't that the beautiful thing? A lot of people, like, they use engagement bait to try and get my attention because they start to think that, oh, even negative attention from this creator is better than no attention. And it's like, and then you suffer the consequences of your actions by getting banned. And then you feel bad. And it's like, yeah, you know why you feel bad? Because you permanently just ruined the way the content creator you like views you. Because you thought that getting attention would be worth it. And instead, I don't like you anymore and I don't want you to be in my chat. And that's an L you have to hold for the rest of your life. And you could have avoided it by just being normal. Oh, I'm sorry about that, maybe, but also that does not surprise me. That does not surprise me. I'm not surprised that people are because to keep it a buck, y'all, people are harassing me offline. They are messaging me on every platform. So it doesn't surprise me, especially if you're a part of my community for long enough and you know who my mods are. It doesn't surprise me that if I'm not responding to those people, my mods also get trickle down harassment from that. And so to my mods, sorry. But also it makes me feel slightly better because if my mods are getting messaged by these same insane people, maybe y'all have a better understanding of how insane some of these people are. And I know y'all are already on my side, but maybe it makes you even more on my side in these cases. Like, people are insane, bro. People are insane to me. Just a quick reminder for everybody watching right now, I'm a regular, degular person like you. I am regular. I am not some kind of deity. I am a dude who plays a video game and yaps on stream. That is it. I am here for entertainment. Have you ever unbanned someone? Yeah, many times. That's why on the purple platform, there are unban requests. I have unbanned several people before. And you can tell, like, the way some people respond, they're just like, oh, crap, sorry, I didn't mean to do that. And I recognize that was messed up. I'll never do it again. And guess what? Some people have been unbanned and they never do it again. But that's the thing, like, if you get banned and you take accountability for your actions and you try to be better, that is the path to it being okay. Most people who get banned don't do that. They don't take accountability for their actions. Most of our unban requests are people like, what the heck did I even do? I have been supporting TJ for the past months. How dare I get banned? And I'm just like, okay, so you understand why you're never going to be unbanned again? Because if you saw me on the street, you would try and wear my skin? Yeah, exactly, maybe. And I've had several stalkers even since starting streaming. And that's never gonna stop. That's never gonna stop. I'm not saying that I'm used to it and it feels good now by any means, but I have had to get used to the fact that since I'm a public figure, even a small, like, niche public figure, people are just gonna stalk me. Because they're insane. Because they're insane. And that's another reason why, like, some people come in, they're just like, TJ, do you have any tips for being a streamer? And it's just like, I'm not saying this to gatekeep or to be a dick. I genuinely recommend for the average person, don't do it. For the average person, I think that you should unplug your computer, throw your phone into a river, go out and experience your IRL community. Volunteer a freaking animal shelter or something. Do something that matters in real life. If you can do anything that is not online to nurture your life, I would recommend that instead. 100,000 times. What's up, DRM? Stalkers are weird? Yes, but they don't know they're weird. And that's the dangerous part. That's the problem. And that makes our whole conversation full circle. They say not to misattribute what can be attributed to ignorance to malice, but also, like, if someone's actions are malicious and they're not aware of it, that is a dangerous person. That is someone potentially going through a psychotic break. That is not good. Touch grass on God. What's up, Danny? All that's to say, I appreciate everyone here just here to vibe and talk about some stuff that we like. I like when we just talk about apples and oranges instead of the other stuff. Oh, I'm a bit of an owl. That's a hard jump. That double spike, that's a hard jump. That's a hard jump. Whoa, Freudian slip. I like oranges. I like trains. That's great. I'm going to compare apples to oranges. That's like splitting an atom. You got to be careful doing that. What are you drinking? I'm drinking sugar-free Red Bull. Or Red Bull Zero. I like it. It tastes good to me. Not a sponsor. I'm going to have my cake and eat it too. I wish I had cake. It's pretty good, in my opinion. I like train hopping. I also don't condone train hopping. That sounds dangerous. That sounds scary. I'm not a train autist, but I am neurodivergent. Even if you were a train autist, that's okay. I don't think it's a moral failure to have hyperfixations. I think I would prefer someone cares about something than doesn't care about something. You know what I'm saying? But also I'm a little on the spectrum. So of course, like I would care about someone who cares about stuff. Like I like when people care. I think it's actually one of the most compelling and beautiful things about being a human is the human capacity to care about stuff. That's part of like why it upsets me the way the internet can be sometimes, because I'm like, are you forgetting what makes you innately beautiful and compelling as a person? Your capacity to care about things and to experience passion and joy. Like that to me is humanity. It's not, the other stuff is all weight and baggage that comes with it, but like passion is humanity. Caring is humanity. Being a caregiver is humanity. I do have a hyperfixation. It's just not trains. Yeah. Yeah. My hyperfixation is content creation, which is great because, well, you know, it's a double-edged sword. It means I'm a workaholic, but two, it's fun brainwaves. My hyperfixation is music. That's a based hyperfixation. Look, when your hyperfixation as a creative person is also the thing you create, that's good. Teej, what happens when you beat your final extreme? I don't know. What happens when we experience the heat death of the universe eventually? The next thing. My hyperfixation is metal drumming, based. Or sorry, drumsed. What I don't like is when people look down on people who care about things, like it somehow makes them inferior. Music is fun. Yeah, I mean, I think again, that's not like, I don't know. For most of my life, I've taken that as, I've taken it really hard. Like I have to be honest, I haven't taken it well when people, especially like when I was a kid, like bullying really affected me. When someone was mean to me, it really hurt my feelings because I was sensitive and I was like, oh man, I just want to get along with everybody. Why does this one person not want to I feel like I'm getting along with most people. Why does this one person hate me for some inexplicable reason that it feels like I don't have control over? But I also think that that's because just because someone else is incapable about caring about stuff that shouldn't fluctuate your own ability to care. And that's part of like what I try to at least preach when I stream is, again, I think it's important that all of us keep our hearts open because everything in life, the easy default mode for people to fall into is being a dick because there are a lot of things in life that happen that are unfair And when unfair things happen to you, it makes you want to develop a thicker skin and to let less people in. But the problem with letting less people in and letting less people know you is that is a fast track to isolation and alienation. When you close your heart long enough and throw away the key, eventually no one's able to access it. Even the good people, the people that you should let in because they could nourish and nurture your life, you alienate yourself from those people as well. So there's no winning when it comes to these things. It's like you have to let the people who have an issue and don't know how to care about things ridicule you for being able to care about things. Because if you don't let them do that, you run the risk of callousing your own heart and not being able to receive deserved love from loving people who could enter your life and want to enter your life, but are just unable to because of how walled up you are. Does that make sense? I think there's an extra jump I'm missing at the end here. I think that's the problem. Yeah, okay. So I have one drop, then I have to jump fast. People used to bully me for not knowing what Skibbity Sigma Rizzler means. I'm not even kidding. Sorry, I'm not laughing at you. That's crazy. Like when I was a kid, people used to just bully people for unspeakable things. I didn't realize now it's like if you don't know this silly meme, then you get bullied for it. That's crazy. That's just a weird cultural thing, I guess. I don't have much care internally, but externally I know how to show care, which is important to others. Huh, interesting. It's awesome because it doesn't mean anything. Yeah, I do. I like stuff that doesn't mean anything. I think in a world, I've been thinking about this a lot lately, chat. There's something in our humanity that just desperately wants to put everything into a box. Like we just want to classify every single minute thing. It's like that is a kind of a bordering toxic, obsessive nature to humanity. It's like the second something is observed, we want to explain it by quantifying it and giving it a name. And I think sometimes that's bad. I think sometimes things are meant to remain abstract, and I think some things are not meant to be understood. I think that causes a lot of the friction in our society is by putting things into a box that were never meant to be put into a box. But since we're human, the same way cats like to fit in a box because it's cozy, humans love to put things into a box because it's cozy. That's the human instinct, I'm saying. Like, it is infinitely easier to put something into a box, even if it's the wrong box, because when you can put a name to something, even if it's the wrong name, then you can ignore the rest of it. You get to minimalize it and make it and simplify it to a point that it never should have been in. But then you don't have to think about it anymore because you already put it in the box. And isn't it nice to not have to think about things you don't want to think about? Conclusion, humans put cats in boxes. Yes, Schrodinger's cat of sorts. But I don't know, man. I know, like, the way I think about stuff is very fluid, and I know that that's just, like, not typically appreciated. But I don't know, man. You feel like a crazy person sometimes. You genuinely can just go through life and feel like a crazy person because it's like, what? I'm glad you say I think, since not all streamers do that. It looks like they're saying their opinion is always right, even if they don't say that. Yeah, I think that's something I've developed as well. I mean, I've always said it a bit, but something I learned earlier on in streaming, and sometimes I still fall into this. It's why I almost have to pre-apologize every time I share my opinion on something, because I don't do that The main reason I do that is because I know there are some people in chat where if someone doesn't say that, they assume that the person is speaking as an authority. And that's something, I mean, on stream constantly, I've had to push back against that. I'm like, hey, and it's usually over less serious topics. It's like how I feel about a level of a game I'm playing. Yo, Pog. But yeah, I don't know. Sometimes I feel like people assume that if someone doesn't pre-qualify something with like, hey, this is just what I think, people can sometimes assume that someone is speaking as an authority on something, which is strange because I think in the past, like pre-internet, when someone was voicing their opinion on something, the assumption was that the person was just sharing their opinion. They weren't sharing like a statement of fact. But in the internet age, it's become synonymous when someone's sharing their opinion. They're just like, I know this thing. You know what I mean? Like there's an implicit I know at the beginning of the sentence. I think that's part of why we're cooked right now. I think that's part of why we're cooked. And I'm not saying it's the fault of the people who assume that. I'm saying that that's like something that has happened to all of us where it's like everybody's just speaking so deterministically about stuff and so concretely. Yeah, this is Rainbow Connection. The internet only likes their own opinion. I mean, I think that, again, I think polarized opinions and sensationalist stuff is what is rewarded on the internet. Even on Reddit, bro. The stuff that's upvoted is the stuff that people want to upvote. Like, you don't get... If you have a nuanced take, it's too complicated for the vast majority of people to understand, so they don't want to read all that shit you wrote. And if you have a super controversial take, you get downvoted and it gets completely eliminated from the conversation entirely. We're all just very... It was like this 10 years ago, but it's just an echo chamber. And that's the problem, is everybody's internet is just an echo chamber of themselves. Which adds the alienation. Which just adds the alienation. Yo, nice, I connected that. Or no, I just put that together. Will Teej be a therapist someday? I would love to not. I would love to just empower people who show up here and they feel broken. I would love to just empower those people to seek an actual professional's help. Everything I say here is purely philosophical and my own musings about conclusions that I've come to about life. If you view it like I'm your cult leader and you're drinking my Kool-Aid right now, I would caution you even more wholeheartedly to go to therapy. That is what I think people need. People don't need a cult personality to rally behind and feel like understands them. People need to understand themselves. You saw my short on your Free You page? Nice. Thanks, Simone. Thanks for hopping over. Oh! This is a fun little song. It's bouncy. I like bouncy songs. Yeah, no one knows about the Spotify angle, but yeah, I've to keep it a buck, I can't pay my bills yet, but I'll be honest, chat. Having videos on Spotify is fast-tracking my way to being able to pay my bills with content creation. Exactly, SKW Slice. Like, it is... I am grateful that I am coming up in content creation at this specific time, because Spotify is making it very possible for me, which is crazy to say, but... Especially since we don't even like Spotify. Like... Bang! I don't know, maybe. It's very bizarre. I don't know. It's probably because since both platforms are built for the other thing, they just have harder regulation on monetization aspects for that specific medium. You know what I'm saying? Because I've noticed that's like more of my stuff gets demonetized on the red platform than on the green platform. Sorry, I have to be smarter about these things I say. It'll change to be bad soon enough. Well, I don't like to be cynical, but rest assured, I've said as much to Quinn as well. I'm like, but that's what I'm saying. Like, that's why I'm doubly thankful for the opportunity. It's like, since it's a burgeoning platform and they're figuring out how to do it, it feels like for the first time in like a lot of history of me actually being a content creator, I'm able to take advantage of something as it's like happening. You know what I'm saying? Instead of being too late to the party, which pretty soon, yeah. I mean, it's certainly, whenever something is too good to be true, it is too good to be true for a very short amount of time, and then they fix the fact that it's too good to be true. Right? Because that's just... Because, I mean, even the market's still catching up to it. A lot of creators don't even know that that's, like, a great... And that's why I feel so fortuitous. Like, the reason I knew about it is because one of my best friends, Quinn, is a super plugged-in content creator who is good at networking, and, like, he just knew about it before anybody else, and he was nice enough to let me know about it. I love him. Yeah, you can watch it on the green platform. Yep. Anything you can watch on the red platform in terms of the daily videos I post, like the long form videos, you can watch on the green platform as well. Daddy Q mentioned. Yeah, we love Daddy Q. And he's back from vacation today, I believe. So we'll be getting back to the Daddy Q raids. Are y'all excited that Quinn's back? I'll say I'm excited. It's become a part of my ritual to lurk in his streams after my stream while I'm just like doing content editing stuff and just having it in the background. I missed him being gone. I'm happy he's back. Yeah, Daddy Q is Quinn. I'm thinking about capitalism, man. I gotta cool off. Yeah, maybe. Yeah. Same here. I know I didn't help because I was kind of talking about it, but yeah. I think we got into one of those threads of conversation where, like, if we think about it too hard, it's just all of us are going to want to lie down the rest of the day and not do anything. Yeah, Quinn's back. Tej, I'm new to the purple platform. Where do I put points on the prediction? Oh, thanks, SKW Slice, for answering that. Yeah. What's up, Chaz? What will you do after you finish the 10 Demons series? So right now I'm beating the top 10 most like medium demons. After that, I'll do the top 10 most like hard demons, insanes. And I think we'll try, I don't know if we're going to do extreme demons. I think we'll try to, but I think by the time we're at extreme demons, I think we're just going to rip new hardest. And then I want to beat Bloodbath. I have no current existing plans beyond beating Bloodbath. That might change because on our path to get to Bloodbath, a lot of time and stuff is going to happen. But my current overarching goal is I want to beat Bloodbath. Yeah. Everything else is subject to change. We shall see, chat. But yeah, I don't know. I don't remember who said it last stream, but I do appreciate someone in chat when I was kind of crashing out about everyone always asking me about what comes next. A chatter just very calmly was like, it's because they're excited. And I was like, yeah, that's a good point. It's hard because, I don't know, chat. I know there are a lot of like nice, well-meaning people. It's just hard sometimes for me to be able to recognize that when it's in a sea of people who are rage baiting and engagement baiting me. It used to be easier to tell the good people apart from the mean people when I was a very small streamer. It's gotten a lot harder as we've grown. I hope some of y'all can appreciate and understand that. But I do try and catch myself when I'm assuming the worst instead of the best. That's kind of sad. It is. It's really sad. It's because, and that's part of like why I'm a proponent for stopping the streamer rage bait epidemic. Like, people think that what they're doing is innocuous. You're literally gaslighting and manipulating people into being paranoid in their own chat. Like, I'm unable to read people's intentions accurately all the time now because I've been gaslighted for such a long period of time. If it sounds kind of sad, it's because it's very sad. It's very sad. But I just want to keep it a buck. You doing level requests? No, I'm just beating the top 10 most liked medium demons right now. I think at least some of them want that. Yeah, exactly. And they get exactly what they want. They get exactly what they want. There's no real way to defend against it. I mean, I'll keep it a buck, man. Like, I know, like, misery loves company. I know most people who are rage baiting these streamers, they do it because they want the streamer to not feel safe in their own space and to eventually get so miserable streaming that they give up and stop streaming. And don't get me wrong, like, I've introspected about that. There have been times where I've been so rage baited and frustrated from stream that, like, I have to, like, calm down after stream and think to myself and be like, is all of the crap that I have to go through here even worth it? But then I have to remind myself, I'm just like, dude, like, the good people who are watching you, they value what you're bringing to them. It's not about the assholes who are trying to derail what you are doing and grab your attention and eat up all your positive energy and life force. Like, it's not about that. It is about the lovely people who are on 40 to 50 stream streaks, some more, some less, that keep showing up, who are enjoying the streams and enjoying the journey that we're going on together. Like, that is what it's about. If any asshole wins in derailing that, or if there's a reality that exists where I quit because of that, that's even sadder than simply people being assholes. That's even sadder. I hate the idea that for some people, I'm their favorite TV show, and I could let miserable people deprive some people of their favorite TV show. You know what I'm saying? That's where I've landed on it. Which is hard. It's hard to remind yourself of that, but I don't know. It sucks that the best answer is to just let the assholes be assholes and endeavor to keep on being sincere, being authentic, giving the good people what they want. But it is hard. It's hard. But yeah, ultimately miserable people, the only thing they thrive on and the only thing that's driving them forward is they want to cultivate and create more miserable people. Because if they are able to make others miserable and make other people think that the world is awful and wicked and terrible and there's no value in doing anything, then their horribly limited scope of their own life gets validated. Right? Like, if they can make the whole world miserable, then they are right, and they're not a useless, worse than useless, detrimental person, right? And that's why it's sad. That's why it's sad. It's sad because that's the conclusion they've come to of, like, if everyone else feels as small and insignificant of a worm as I do, I can finally feel okay. And that's sad. We are getting consistent at this part, Ron. If people can't understand the reality that streamers are real people, nothing you can do about it, leave them be miserable alone. Yep. Negative experiences tend to last stronger, and that's also human nature, right? Like, we've talked about that. And I've heard lots of content creators talk about that over the years too. Right? It's like, you can get 100 positive comments, you get one negative comment that just hits you in just the right way. That's the one you think about. It's hard, man. I'm not gonna lie. It is hard. But, you know, some of the most worthwhile things in life, I've said this before on stream, I think, some of the most worthwhile things in life are on the other side of difficulty. And sometimes you just have to have faith and trust in that just because something's hard doesn't mean it's not worth getting through it. How are you today, TJ? I feel great. I hope y'all are feeling good. I feel like this is a solid Monday stream. Online gaming's brutal. People crash out on you for the smallest stuff. Yeah, man. I mean, the emotional intelligence of the gamer it's not great. It's a lot of people are working from less than 0. They're working from like negative 5,000. And that's the difficult part, which we've talked about on stream before. Like, a lot of people don't want to meet you in the middle, especially online. They don't want to meet you in the middle. They want to purposefully be superficially ignorant. It's weaponized incompetence. Have y'all heard about this? Weaponized incompetence. They are not seeking understanding. They want, which is the problem when you're someone who is seeking understanding and you want to find the middle ground and you want to understand where the other person's coming from and like come out of every interaction like, oh, okay, I feel like we both learned something. That is exactly what they are operating on. They want you to be that way. They aren't going to extend that same grace to you of trying to meet you in the middle. But when someone who doesn't want to meet you in the middle is taking advantage of the fact that you're trying to meet them in the middle, that's no longer about meeting in the middle. That's about them standing all the way over here and making you cross all the way from over here to their side. And that's fucked up, and that's manipulative, and that is a bad person. Sorry, there's a lot of good stuff being said here. It's concerning me how angry people get at games and such. I've never been so mad over a game that I wanted to cuss someone out, but some people get to that point frequently. I mean, yeah, and I won't pretend to be above that. Like, I've certainly raged over games before, but that is something we need to talk about. I do think that, specifically with the masculinity conversation, there are a lot of men who don't know how to process their emotions, and a lot of their anger issues come out when gaming. And I think we still don't really know how to talk about that as a society. And I think it's the symptom of something else that we need to get to the bottom of and figure out. I don't think that it is I don't think video games are the cause. I think it's the symptom of men not being able to self-regulate their emotions and process their emotions. And we need to be able to talk about that at a deeper level than we currently can. Or people try to pretend that the middle is still what's 100% in their interests and 0% in your interests, but just a less intense version of what's in their interest. Exactly. Yeah. They fully paint the picture with their color of paint, and they completely paint over what you're trying to paint. You're not doing levels between B and this. We're doing hardest order. Personally, if a game makes me rage, I stop playing it. Like Silk Song, it made me rage and I stopped playing it. Well, and that's fair too, right? Like, I do think, I've talked about this before on stream, like, one of my old coworkers, really good pal of mine, he was like, yeah, I stopped playing competitive games because they made me so angry. And I thought that was a really interesting perspective, because I think there's this tendency with gamers where, like, when you're experiencing a bad, frustrating emotion from the game, you're so frustrated at the game that you want to keep white knuckling it and powering through it. But sometimes part of being a person who healthily processes their emotions, it's healthy to see that your relationship with something causes irreconcilable emotions in you that just make you feel bad and aren't like worth going through over and over again, because it's just net bad. It makes your day worse. That's also a part of it, right? So if you're playing a game and it just frustrates you, it's a perfectly fine and healthy decision, emotionally intelligent decision to be like, wait, this game, a few of my friends and we came to the same conclusion with Valorant. We were like, oh, this is a frustrating game for us to play. And it usually, if we're having a good day and then we play this game, it can turn our good day into a bad day. Maybe we stop playing a game that makes us feel that way, especially right before bed. You know, like, that's perfectly fine. At the end of the day, you need to do the stuff that makes you feel good. And we all have a finite amount of time and energy in our day. You should be doing the stuff that makes you feel good, especially if it's recreational. If you're using your recreational time to play a video game, and the recreational time you're using to play a video game is a video game that pisses you off, I think you should find a game that doesn't piss you off. Because your recreational time is supposed to be something that, re-energizes you. I stopped playing competitive games too for the same reason, but I feel like I'm running away from my emotions. So I recently got back into GD to try and regulate my emotions better. No, I think both answers are true. I think that here's the thing. If you feel emotionally well equipped enough that you think you can use video games to help you regulate your emotions better, you should do that. If you feel like you're drowning and you do not have the tools to take it on the bull by the horns and figure it out, you should disengage with it. But I think both are true. I think both are true and both are right. Because I'm of the same opinion. Like, the times where I feel empowered and I feel like I can engage with something and I can like try and be above it and ride the wave and try and figure out how to engage and interface with something in a healthier way, that's what I do. But if I feel like it's just a bunch of torrents, a bunch of freaking riptides, and I just can't handle it, disengage. But again, that's the classic. Your mileage may vary. At the end of the day, each of us know, like, no one knows what is best for you better than you do. Unless if what you argue is what's best for me is being mean to others, then actually fuck you. Fuck you, and I do know better than you. But you know, by and large, like, no one can tell you when it comes to your relationship with stuff, like, that is such a subjective thing that it's impossible for anyone else to truly give advice there. You know what I'm saying? Like, that is such an individual experience. But that is the frustrating thing, is when people are like, it's for a subjective experience like that, when they're just like, to try and tell someone like their subjective experience is wrong, that's what's crazy to me. But people do. Oh. I think we'll get run attempts here soon. Yeah, timing on that part is the toughie. Drops. Okay. And locking on this part. And get ready to avoid the orbs. Dude, fuck those orbs, bro! I need to switch. I need to practice a different part. Sorry, I've been on this part for so long. I have to do something else. Let's take it from the timer section. First try W? Today's the day? Sleep buff is real, bro. The sleep buff is so real. Ah, I wasn't ready for that. Don't y'all just hate it when you're playing Geometry Dash and you weren't ready for that? Did you sleep for all the weekend? No. But I did sleep at the night. Yeah, this level's great. I would argue it's fun and cool. And it's super chill. Like, once we get into runs, I think this level is really chill runs. Chill is the other side of the pillow. Know what I'm saying?
This is a Game Chops jam.
This is a Game Chops jam, chat. Oh, I can't go right to the robot part. That's tough. I haven't learned my lesson. I'm going to send run attempts now. It's time. We're freaking 2 hours into the stream. We need to start sending attempts. Do you think sleeping for like 3 days gives a super mega sleep buff? Sleeping for 3 days is called a coma? I've certainly never slept for 3 days. That seems like a lot. I've slept for, I think at most like a little, maybe 14 hours. That was when I was like majorly depressed. I haven't slept that long in a long time. I've slept more than 24 hours before. That's like... I don't know, that's crazy. I'm not a doctor, though. I'm not a person that sleeps long either. I mean, I sleep... People say that you need like 7 to 8 hours of sleep on average. I function best with 9 to 10 hours of sleep. So that's on the longer side of how much you're supposed to get per night. Like, isn't this song fun? How would you know if you slept more than a day? You check the date. Wait, I'm confused. I'm also kind of obsessive, though. So, like, usually when I go, like, right before I go to bed, I check what the time is because I like to know exactly how much sleep I'm getting. Maybe that's just a me thing. Because I just know how important how much sleep I get is to, like, my good functioning, if that makes sense. I can be pretty obsessive about that. Because I feel like it's one of those easy things where if you aren't mindful of it, it can kind of get bad. So I try to be as mindful as possible. I like this part. The song. The pan flute. It makes me feel lovely. Okay, I can't hit the mountains. I finally limit tested it. God damn it. I asked that last stream, but I never read what anybody said. I had a feeling that you couldn't hit the mountain. Okay, now I'm happy. I probably should have limit tested that in practice, but... Yeah, it hurts my eyes too, maybe. I hate that strobe effect. I hate that strobe effect on that part. I don't understand why GD creators are just like, and now let's add a random strobe effect. Like, I don't understand... I don't understand. I just don't understand. Even subtle ones. How long's this level? It's like 6 minutes, dude. It's crazy. It's the longest level I ever played. I regret limit testing on that run because that run felt so good. I think that was going to be a best until I self-sabotaged. But it's okay. This level's fun, chat. I really like playing this level. It's so relaxing. Like, the song honestly just like calms my nervous system in a way that no other Geometry Dash level has really done for me. W funny game for real, I'm saying. I often forget about that UFO part. Sorry, I'm getting my wrist in place. You think your current best is longer than any completion you've done? I don't think so. Dear Nostalgist is quite a long level. That's like 3 minutes. And I've also beaten Death Moon, but I think those are the 2 longest levels I've done. I sound like a dying dog right now. Is that what a dying dog? Sorry. I hope you feel better. Was that good, chat? Is that what a dying dog would sound like? Is that too morbid? Great googly moogly, that thing is juicy. I don't know, Tej, I only had a dead cat. Oh, geez, I'm sorry. I'm sorry I made you think about that. What's up, Tebow? It's the hurty part, not the hurty part. Avert your gaze, chat. I'll let you know when it's over. I'm on the ship part. That's less hurty, but still kind of weird. Okay, actually, I need to lock in. I can't let you know anymore. I have to lock in for the timer. Don't touch the mountains, chat. The mountains kill you here. I learned the hard way. Yeah. One attempt can't let go and I will follow you? No. I'm a free thinker. Def getting a PB today? Oh, for sure. Like, our current PB is 33%. Like, we can definitely get 50%. I just need to stop choking and slobbering all over fucking the fucking timer. Genuinely, I think that's the biggest choke point of the whole level. As someone who's only played the first 2/3 of the level. No. Oh, dude, something about this part just like makes me feel so whimsical inside. Like, I feel so good when this part of the song plays. God forbid I catch a vibe. That freaking tambourine, bro. Damn it! I got distracted. Yeah, it's majestic. We love whimsy? I'm saying. I'm a whimsical... Oh, crap. Quick 3-minute ad break, chat. I also have to pee. Is that okay? I'll be right back, and we'll keep sending attempts. I feel quite confident that we can break 33% today. We're going straight to the moon, darling.
Millie Bobby Brown. You know? Thank you, Dog of Wisdom.
I caught the vibe, you know? Dude, I feel so good today. I feel like 100 cents. Ah! Ah! Oh. Ah. Been lurking for a bit? I lurk too in the shadows. Bleh. I'm a silent protector. A shadow. Beans. What's up, Fine Night? How's it going? Good to see you. I could go for some bacon right now? Dude, don't get me started. Because once you get me started, I'm not going to be able to stop. This is a new best, chat. This is going to be a new best. I literally feel it. I know y'all can too. UFO, UFO. Damn it. Dude. Big best, though. Crap, bro. This is a long level. That was still a best from 33%, though. That was huge. Oh, man. I just, honestly, I haven't played that robot. I didn't warm up with a warm-up with that robot. Maybe I should practice that robot really quick. If I'm being smart, I should go practice that robot really quick. Hold on. I wish there was a start position right before the robot instead of me having to play through this part. Like, dude, I want to play the robot. Why do I have to play through this part? Sorry, I really hate this. We're up top for the love of God out of debug mode. For the love of God, bro. This is so annoying. For an extra long level, why do I have to play this? I don't even want to be playing this part right now. I don't even want to be playing this part. I don't want to play this part. My brain hates when I'm doing stuff that I didn't even want to do in the first place. Oh my God, it's instantly tilting. It's instantly tilting. Oh my God. Like, I just have this thing in my head where if I know exactly what I want to do right now. Why do I have to play through the part that I don't want to play through? Oh. It's actually driving me insane. I can't fucking handle this, bro. I actually can't. And I accidentally reset my timer. Oh! 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 Ah! No! No! Pinyas! Wop, 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 wop. Wop, 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 wop. So frustrating. Pinyas! Yay! Now I have the part I want to practice. That was where I died. That was where I died in the run. Let me get it. Well, I don't think I need to get it 3 times in a row. I just need to get it 1 more time. I was just kind of nervy and I was playing this part that I haven't really played at all today. Yep, that was it. Simple enough. Back to runs, chat. Back to runs. Man, I have to go all the way from here. Yes, TJ, that's what you have to do until you beat this level. But it's so long. Dude. This all makes me want to fall asleep. It's making me sleepy too. It's really relaxing. It's not overstimulating like most levels we played. I feel like philosophically, the way we practice this level is going to change from purely run attempts into... I probably want to split it up into like thirds. Like I probably want to... If I'm ever having trouble with the first third, I mean, obviously I just send an attempt. But if I'm having trouble with the second third, I should just practice the whole third. And if I'm having trouble with the final third, I should practice the whole third. Just because to practice purely based off of just attempts for this is such a waste of time. But I think we're good right now. I think we are in the attempts phase. I just want to get to 66% in a run. Because basically anytime we're at the point in a level where we can practice the final third of it, that feels so much better than pretty much any pre-50 bests. You know what I'm saying? I think that's pretty common across all levels. Like, it is debilitating to your mental when you can't even beat the first 50% of a level. I think that makes sense for most of you. If it doesn't, I'm sorry. Oh, that was close. I gotta stop holding my breath, man. Bad habit of mine. Oh. Early. Dude, yeah. Oh, it's so long, dude. Such a long level. God. Because by the time we're at 30%, that's been like, what, 2 minutes, chat? If this video's, or this level's 6 minutes, it means that we've already, like, when I fail at 30%, it's been 2 minutes. That part seems painful. Yeah. I mean, the timer being at 30% is kind of messed up. It's kind of messed up. Just relax, man. Don't treat it like a demon. Play for experience. I mean, easier said than done. Just relax. If you want to know me, here's 2 facts. WDRM, thanks for resubbing for 3 months. Appreciate it. And WTTS. Thank you. Appreciate the resub. W 3 months. That means you've been subbed for as long as you can be subbed, I think. W. One day, chat, we're going to have people resubbing with like 28 months. It's going to be crazy. I believe in the 66% today, chat. I believe in the 66%. I know we can do it. Not a shadow of doubt in my mind. Lois. That head bonk fucked me, bro. Man, we love positive vibes. Yeah. Peter. The horse is here. Dude, long levels are so hard. Giggity. Agree or disagree? This level's a marathon, bro. Give it to me, baby. One, two. Here comes Titanic. Bang. Okay, robot. I have to remind my ADHD brain what is happening. That is my true challenge of extra long. UFO. This is a real mix-up for me, bro. This level's all nerve control. Above anything else, I just need to remember to breathe through it. I gotta treat it like a speed run. Yeah, I knew that was a little late. Fuck, dude. Ugh. I don't know why in an actual run attempt that timing feels so different. I don't get it, bro. It's literally in practice, it's just first try every time. I just gotta, it's nerve control, bro. I just have to, there's no way to practice that without me doing it in a run, which is annoying because this is an extra long level, but there's no way for me to practice it. It's one of those things. My brain gets stressed. It's just reps. Yeah, it's a nerve control issue, straight up. Straight up. It's another reason why I don't like extra long levels. It's because I'm nervous. I'm a nervous guy. The longer I play a level, the more nervous I get. I'm just a human. What do you want from me? I'm not nonchalant like Doggy. I'm the most chalant person you might ever meet. I care. I'm worried. I want to beat the level, and I'm scared of it. That section's really annoying, but it feels good to get past. That's what I'm saying. Like, I feel like if I can get past the timer, that's why in that one attempt, I was feeling easy and breezy. Dude, I'm not gonna, the strobing effect on that part is so frustrating. It's like a Men in Black memory eraser to my freaking to my freaking brain, bro. I have to focus so hard on it. Keep breathing. Oof is right, man. Oof is freaking right. It's so long. I don't know if extra longs are for me, man. I really like this song. Yeah, I like the song too. It's just so long. I know complaining about how long it is isn't going to help me, but frick, dude. It feels ethereal. Yeah, I really like it. It's like a lullaby. I gotta relax, man. I gotta do some sun salutations or something. One mental trick is to think of sections as easier than they are, less overthinking. I'm not good at lying to myself, man. I'll be honest. That might work for some people. It doesn't help me to be like, this part that I'm struggling with is actually easy. Your mileage may vary. I'm not good at lying to myself either, Tej. Yeah. Nah, it's better to treat it like it's hard. Yeah, this is what, like, philosophically speaking, like, everyone's advice for this game is going to change, right? When I treat a hard part that I'm struggling with it easier than it actually is, I get hubris, and that makes me mess up. You know what I'm saying? I've found more success in giving a part more respect than being lackadaisical. For me. That's me. When I'm lackadaisical, it slaps me right in the face. Pretty much every single time. The part of the level that I'm struggling with is like, oh, you're not going to respect me anymore? I'm going to hit you twice as hard. I think it's just a lock-in angle, chat. I'm so nervous. I just have to say it. I'm nervous. Look, I stopped lying to myself. Look what happened. The jump I choked on. Dude, I hate my brain. I hate it. Like, I hate it. Dude, I don't know if I can ever play an extra long level again. Extra long levels are actual nightmares. They're actual nightmares for my neural circuitry. I don't like it. I don't like it. It's like holding a pane of glass for as long as possible. And it's like, okay, don't hit the wall with it. Careful, TJ. Careful, TJ. Careful, TJ. I hate it. It's the difficulty of the level. Exactly. And I've said this before. I don't like that the difficulty is just how long you have to endure it. I don't like that. That's not difficulty. That's bullying. You must be excited for Nintendo then? I've heard that it is also long. Dude, I just forgot. Like, dude, this like I extra long levels like this feel like a hate crime against people who have ADHD. Can I just say that? That's what it feels like. Chat, I'm scared. I'm freaking scared, man. I don't know how else to say it. I'm scared. This level's intimidating, bro. It's like I have to write like a 25-page essay, and I don't even know where to start. I'm just scared of it. It's okay to be scared? Okay, that's good. I'm glad it's okay to be scared. Wait, what? Is that... Who is that? Is that me? Oh, no, that's Shroud. Sorry, I saw a very small white guy, and I couldn't tell who it was. This is you? No, that's me squished, like I've been stepped on. It's okay to be scared, but sometimes you have to face it. I don't want to face it, though. I want to give up. What if instead of playing this level, we all just... doodled. Drew some pictures. How about that? How about that? No! Sorry, I'm locked out. I know lock back in. I'm locked out of my house, and I threw away the key. I'm so embarrassed. Have you ever beat club step? Yeah. Have you ever been locked in your house? I guess that's a good point. You only get locked out of your house, right? Because if it was locked in my house, I could just unlock it from the inside, chat. Come on. Don't remind me that one time where I locked myself inside my apartment and couldn't get out. Dude, one time... me and my ex-girlfriend got locked out of her car. It was one of those cars that, like... there wasn't like a... What is it called? It didn't have a remote. It was like a manual thing. And somehow we locked her keys in the car. That sucked, man. Getting locked out of stuff sucks. So I gotta lock back in. I gotta lock myself into Lonely Travel from the outside. Or from the... Like, I'm locked inside of the level, but metaphorically speaking, I'm locked from the outside because there's no way for me to get into it. Is anyone following right now? Does that make sense? It's okay if not. I can always, like, go fuck myself. We need to unlock the door so we can lock it from the other side. Now you're speaking my language. TeejVeen. What's up, Jonathan Shannon? I wish I was Zoink, bro. Zoink would have beat this level by now, bro, and he wouldn't have even broke a sweat. But I'm not. I'm not even the fart. This is how I cry. I'm about to play a song for a bit. If you're not on the purple platform, it's going to be really confusing. If you want to witness the bit, you can hop over. I wouldn't want you to be Zoink. I want you to be you. No! Dude. No. W tactic to use different music. Wait, could you hear that music on the red platform? You should only hear it on Twitch. Uh-oh. I might have stuff set up wrong. Well, if I get my channel taken down, chat, you know why. How are you liking this level? I'm scared. I think the level's fun, it's just long. Do people ever beat levels on mute? Like, if I were to beat a level while listening to a different song, would people count that? Or not really? Oh my god. Oh yeah? Oh. Nepesta used to do that all the time? Oh. It's controversial. Everyone else said that it's fine, but you. Makes it harder, so yeah. That's what I'm saying. It does make it harder. I don't know. I feel like for the videos I make out of this, people are going to want to see me do the actual completions with a song, but... You run copyright risk? No, what I set up was I was supposed to only be playing the song on Twitch or on the Purple platform. I didn't realize that it was playing on the other platforms. Or I still didn't have anyone. Was it playing on YouTube just now when I was playing that song? If so, I need to reconfigure it because that is not supposed to be happening. I need a straight answer from somebody. I genuinely don't know right now. You heard it in vertical stream? Bro, I fucking hate this. Technology, my below. I literally followed all the instructions. It shouldn't be happening. Bro, I'm sad. Ah! Ah! No, bro. If I check my settings, I literally have this set up right. Track 2. It's an OBS thing. It's not set up with streams and stuff. Track 2 for my TikTok. Track 2 for my YouTube vertical. And if I go to my freaking extra settings in OBS, my spoofy should only be going to track 1. So the fact that it is playing is doing bad stuff. Is doing bad stuff. Bad things. I have it configured right. It's just not doing it for some reason. That's pretty cool. Tech issues are fun, bro. Tech issues are fun. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Arr. Arr. I'm so locked out, man. I hate trying stuff and it don't work. Try cool stuff, don't work. Try normals, don't. I guess that's something. What are you talking about, Willis? Oh. I think you need a timer attempt to lock in again. I need something. Sad boy hours. Yeah. You know what I'm saying, chat? Sometimes failing is the key to winning, but not that way, I think. Oh, do ya? You're probably right. Oh. Oh. Please. What's the choke point? Everything, bro. I just realized the glissando that they play on the piano, it's platforms that you fall down as the cube. It emulates the glissando on the piano. Watch. Isn't that a cool little detail that Funny Game made? Watch. Let me show you. So you know what I'm talking about. Let me show you it. Watch. Look. Wait. Hold on. Let me show you. Here it comes. Ready? Not yet. It's coming. It kind of that, yeah. You look concernedly tired right now? No, I'm doing a fucking bit. But no one's really biting onto it. I think everybody is just, they just don't get it, man. People don't get what I'm trying to do here, and that's fine. It just is frustrating. It just is frustrating, man. I wish people got it, but they just don't. They just don't. I just exist. What's up, Pob UO? How's it going? The current best is like 46 or something. I don't remember. Bit of a fluke attempt. Yeah, 46, yeah. That's the glissando I was thinking about. Yeah, that one. Do you enjoy this one? Because I despise it. I just don't like extra long levels, I think. But I don't feel any ill will towards it. I think it's a descending scale, not a glissando, not to be that guy. I'm taking the bait, but I fucking hate you. A glissando is a musical technique involving a continuous rapid slide between two pitches. When you do a glissando on the piano, it goes like that thing where someone like sweeps across the piano is called a glissando. But I just don't fuck with you. To be honest, I just don't fuck with you. If you're gonna be that guy, at least fucking be correct. That's genuinely so frustrating that you did that. I'm dying. Isn't that an arpeggio? Guys, it's okay if you don't know about music and you just have kind of heard terms. Just don't talk about shit. Like, just don't talk about it. It's okay if you have no idea what the fuck you're talking about. Just don't talk about it. Ah! People are just guessing all the time, just guessing, taking a stab at it. That's why I don't talk about a lot of things. That's based. Has the cortigial been high today, Teej? No, it's been really low. Bloodbath stream when? Probably tomorrow. If I had to caution a guess. Tidal wave next week? Probably. Nah, I'm locked out. I'm fucking locked out, bro. And honestly, I'm done. Why'd the music cut out? Oh, Game Chops had to catch up. I'll see you tomorrow. I'm ending on TikTok and YouTube Vertical. Hop over if you want to be a part of the raid. Great progress? Yeah. We did not get a new best. Congratulations, naysayers. You win again. Isn't it cool how you can just always doubt others and usually be right? So fun. So cool. Go say hi to Quinn. Wish him a happy stream back from me. We'll get him next time, folks. Or something. Bye.